combinations are there. If 2 or n, how many possible combinations are there? 4. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1.
Hello.
Right? Okay. Now, if you want to calculate a plus b, this is binary addition. Okay. Sum. What is sum? 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 0. Right? What is carry? Carry it will generate after addition of 1 plus 1. Then the carry will be generated. Okay? In terms of binary addition. In the binary arithmetic, sum and carry. Two outputs you will get. Okay? And in the binary subtraction, you will get two outputs. Those are nothing but difference and borrow. A minus B. Can you see this? What here it is given? Difference and borrow. Right? Difference means 0 minus 0. What is that? 0. 0 minus 1. 1. Okay? 1 minus 0. 1. And 1 minus 1, it is always 0. But what you can see, where you will get the borrow? In the binary subtraction, A minus B. Where you will get the borrow? When the first bit is 0 and when the second bit is 1, 0 minus 1 always generate a borrow. Okay, that is 1. So 0 minus 1, the difference is also 1 and the borrow that will generate, that is also 1. Okay, so this is the basic concept, students. You have to revise it. If you don't know, then the product 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So this is simple. Right? We are also having later on in few topics in half adder. Maybe this is already covered and you know that. Half adder and full adder, half subtractor and full subtractor. In the same topics are again required. How to calculate the sum, carry, difference and borrow. Okay, so you will just go through this PPTs and go through the notes also. All this is explained. Okay, you got it? Students, is there any doubt in one's complement, two's complement and binary arithmetic now?
Ma'am, you can explain that subtraction again.
Subtraction, okay. See, subtraction means first bit, that is here it is given 0. 2 bits are required minimum, right? For the digital electronics, minimum to carry out the operation, minimum 2 bits are required. Why? Because you know that for 1 bit, only you can perform the operation, that is only complement. Okay? For 0, if you want to take the complement, that you can perform. But for addition and subtraction, you know that generally in the C program, in the any program, minimum 2 numbers are required to perform the addition and subtraction. So here 2 bits are taken, 0 and 0. Generally in the digital electronics, binary number system is used in that for 2 bits, 4 combinations are there, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, right? So for 0 minus 0, the difference is always 0. Okay, 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1, it is always 1. But in that case, the borrow will be generated. Okay, 1 minus 0. This is fixed. This is standard. Okay, you have to learn as it is. This is standard representation for the subtraction. 0 minus 1, always it gives the difference is 1. And the borrow, that is 1. Here you have seen in terms of sum, 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1, it is always use 0, but it will generate a carry 1. 1 minus 0. See, 0 means what? Low. And 1 means what? High. Okay, it will subtract low minus high. In that case, always result will be high in terms of that. Okay, you will get always 0 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 0, that will be also 1. Okay, but 1 minus 1, that will be 0. Okay, so just keep in mind these 2 points. Like in binary addition, where you will get the carry, you will get the carry in 1 minus 1. But in the subtraction, you will get the borrow in 0 minus 1. Okay? Whenever you will subtract any value, right? The lowest value, highest value from the lowest value, you will always get the result in terms of negative, right? Okay, so these are the standard representation. You have to learn as it is, a plus b and a minus b. Okay, this is nothing but just like a OR gate representation of this. We cannot represent this, but this is nothing but the OR gate representation. Okay. We'll come to this part again. Later on, we'll be having again in detail of this particular part. Okay? Why this, how this borrow will be generated, we'll be having in detail. Okay? Okay, students, have you understood this particular part now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there any doubt, A division? Okay. So you go through it once, okay? Read, so the points, those are given. I have provided you the notes. Do you got those notes? A division and B division both?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you start for reading those basics again and again. Why I am telling you, because this not as such number system, but now onwards what the next topic I am going to start, that will be required in terms of understanding of lab assignments also. Okay, and it is not possible to cover at all these basics because it is not specified in the syllabus, but you need to learn it. Okay, why it is, these basics are nothing but it is required for the lab. Okay, and if we'll cover it, it is not possible to cover in 2 lectures. Okay, wherever it is required, we'll take one extra lecture for that, but now whatever it is there in the syllabus, we'll focus to that. Now okay, so the first part of first unit, that is what we have seen, number system. And in the number system, after that in continuation, we have seen the signed number representation, right? Signed number representation, in that signed magnitude, one's complement and two's complement. It's very easy topic, you just go through it once, solve some problems. Okay, problems are also provided in the RP Jain book. That book scan copy also I have provided you. Have you checked that? Yes, students, have you checked the soft copy of book? That is also provided.
Yes, ma'am. On that drive, sir.
Yes. So you have to refer which soft copy, RP Jain. Okay, RP Jain. It is the modern digital electronics, that soft copy, and you can start reading each and every point, or simplest thing, I have provided you the notes. Okay. But if you will be required some examples to solve, you will get some examples in that book. So you can solve it. Some solved examples are there, exercise it is also there. Now the next part that it is given in the syllabus, that is the logic minimization. Okay, let me tell you what it is mean by logic minimization, and which are the different topics to be covered in that particular part, and which are the different topics are given in the syllabus. Okay, in the logic minimization, that is first part, that is the Boolean algebra, then Boolean function and minimization, then representation of truth table, then SOP and BOS, then simplification of logic function, minimization of SOP and BOS form, and reduction technique. Okay, these all are required to understand this topic, but in your syllabus, here it is given from this particular part. Okay, whatever the part I have highlighted, this is specific to syllabus. This part is not specifically to given in the syllabus, but to understand this particular part, you should know the Boolean algebra, right? Okay. So if you will learn Boolean algebra, there are many more topics in the Boolean algebra. Whatever it is required to understand this topic, we'll cover those topics, and I will provide the notes for the Boolean algebra, so you can read it. And I will give you here the introduction also. What actually Boolean algebra, and how actually this algebra it is required to understand the Boolean logic functions. Okay. So this is the second part of unit 1. First part, that is number system, and second part, that is logic minimization. Okay, and this complete part, see students, this complete part it is required for understanding of practicals. Okay, as we'll shortly start with the practicals, for that you will be required all these particular basics. Okay, so what is Boolean algebra? Boolean algebra, that is nothing but an algebra that deals with the binary number system. Okay, we have already started with the binary number system and we have seen the number system, right? In 1854, George Boole introduced a systematic treatment of logic and developed for this purpose an algebraic system and now called it as a Boolean algebra. So, the Boolean algebra is a system for the mathematical logic. See now, what are the fundamental concepts of Boolean algebra? Use of binary digit. Always you know that any equation in the digital or electronics is always represented in terms of two possible values, either 0 or 1. Now we have seen the number system, but now whatever the logic that logical equations, or you can say Boolean equations that you are going to use, all these equations will be having logic in terms of zeros and ones. Okay, so the Boolean equations can have either two possible values, 0 and 1. Logical addition. See here, symbol plus, also known as OR operator, right? Used for logical addition. When you will say addition, addition of two bits, it is always known as logical addition. Why? Because the binary numbers representation system always gives the answer in terms of some logic. Okay, so that's what it is always terms of logical and logical or. Okay, or logical addition, logical multiplication also it can be considered. So the symbol plus, also known as OR operator, and used for logical addition, okay, follows law of binary addition. Okay, that is nothing but the binary addition. Then logical multiplication means the symbol dot, also known as AND operator, and used for logical multiplication. Okay, follows law of binary multiplication. So always in the Boolean algebra, plus represents, you can say, OR operator, dot represents AND operator. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then complement. Symbol. Which symbol it is used? This symbol it is used. Where it is used, that I will tell you in the equation. Okay? Bar. You can say this as a bar. Symbol. Okay, here is just because of this symbol. Okay? Also known as NOT operator. Used for complementation. Follows law of binary complement. Okay, so these are the fundamental concepts of Boolean algebra. You'll always be having an operation on bits. So two possible values 0 and 1. So Boolean equations always represent any equation, the result in terms of either 0 or 1, either on or off, either the high value or low value. Okay, in terms of that. Okay, now these are the postulates of Boolean algebra. I will fastly go through this because there are so many postulates are there, and how it is wherever it will be required, that time I will tell you that particular law how it is used. Okay, now we'll just go through which are the different postulates. Postulate 1, A equal to 0. If and only if A is not equal to 1. Okay, A equal to 1 if and only if A is not equal to 0. It's so simple. A equal to 0 means that particular 0 value is assigned to A. Okay, A equal to 1 means 1 value is assigned to A. Okay, you cannot say equal to 1 means 0, it is not there. It is completely with 1, some high value. 1 represents high, 0 represents low. Then postulate 2, x plus 0 will be always x. X dot 1 will be always x. Okay, why it is there? See, if you will consider x as a 1, okay, in that case, this it is also described in the next PPT. Okay, that time also I will tell you why x plus 0 equal to x. Okay, this particular postulates are given in the next PPT. Okay, how to prove x plus 0 equal to x. Then postulate 3, commutative law. X plus y equal to y plus x, x dot y equal to y dot x. Postulate 4, associative.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Not audible.
There's some disturbance.
Wait.
Nice.
Four. Now audible. Audible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Postulate 4, associative law. Okay, x plus y plus z will be all. It can be considered as a x plus y plus z. Means see, whenever you are getting these laws, the right side value and the left side value always will be similar. So that's what this expression can be written in terms of this. But why it is required? In why we are going to see all this? Because we need to understand the logic minimization. Right? X dot y dot z. It is nothing but you can interchange the brackets. X dot y dot z. Distributive law. X dot y plus z. That is nothing but x dot y plus x dot z. Right? This is the general one. You know that in mathematics how to calculate this. Right? X plus y dot z. X plus y dot x plus z. But see students, what you can see, each and every terms in terms of plus and dot. Plus represents or, dot represents multiplication. Okay, that is the logic behind this. Then postulate 6. X plus x bar will be 1. But x dot x bar equal to 0. Okay, you have to learn as it is. X plus x bar equal to 1. How? Why it is x plus x bar equal to 1? That it is also there. It is proven. Why x plus equal to x bar? Wait, I will show you for that. See here. What you can see? Proving a theorem by using postulates. Just now we have seen x plus x dot y equal to x. Right? Why x plus x dot y equal to x? Now, how it is proved? This is the left hand side. LHS. LHS, it is x plus x dot y. But x can be written. Now this postulate it is used. By postulate 2b. X dot 1 plus x dot y. X can be written as a x equal to x multiplied by 1. Okay. This basic postulate at least you should know. Then you can calculate the remaining particular laws. Okay. Or theorems. So x equal to x dot 1. So how to write x dot x? It will be common. So it is taken as a common and then 1 plus y. Okay. X dot, here it is written y plus 1. But y plus 1 it is nothing but which postulate it is there? 3. We have seen in the first slide. Okay. Y plus 1 equal to 1. Any number, any particular binary number that will be considered as a y or xy because x and y are nothing but the variables. You can consider it as a variable. Okay, and that variable value, if we'll take it as a 1 or 0, if we'll add with any binary number, we'll always get the value as a 1. Because 1 plus 1, you know that is 0. But 0 plus 1, that is 1. But you should know as it is this particular postulate. So y plus 1, that is what? 1. Okay? Because either it can be 0 or it can be 1, like that. And then x dot 1, that is x. So RHS. So this LHS equal to now RHS, this is true. And where these particular postulates are used, here you can see at the top, here you can see, right? X plus 0 equal to x, x dot 1 equal to x. Instead of x, here y plus 0 equal to y, like that. Okay, here also given. So you need to learn, you need to know this postulate. What is postulate 1? What is postulate 2? 1a means this, 1b means this. Okay, now you have to remember this. Okay, 2 means 2a. It is not as such required. Okay, but in terms of representation, in terms of logic gate, sometimes it is required. Okay. So when if you do the practice, that time you will come to know how it will be applicable. Okay, so then distributive law, this is postulate 6. Then the principle of duality. Okay, what is mean by principle of duality? You can take the reverse of and or. Okay, what is mean by that? Just go through this. There is a precise duality between the operators and plus or and the digits 0 and 1. For example, in the table below, the second row is obtained from the first row and vice versa, simply by interchanging plus with dot and 0 with 1. That is known as duality, principle of duality or duality theorem, you can say. You can see in the row 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, right? 1 plus 0 equal to 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Okay, and 0 plus 0 equal to 0. Row 2, 0 dot 0 equal to, here you can see only instead of plus dot here it is given, and instead of 1, 0. So that is the duality theorem. You can reverse it, you will get the same result. 0 dot 0, 0. 0 dot 1, 1 dot 0, 0. And 1 dot 1 equal to 1. Some important theorems of Boolean algebra. X plus x equal to x. X plus 1 equal to 1. Okay, this is the now the duality theorem. X instead of plus dot it is used. Okay, instead of plus or instead of or multiplication x dot 0. Okay, x plus x dot y equal to x. X dot x plus y equal to x. That is the absorption law. Okay, see, all these are given in the notes. Why x plus x equal to x? Why x plus x dot y equal to x? You have to read it. Okay, I will not take in detail. It is not given in the syllabus as it is. It is not required also now. Okay, x double bar equal to x, x dot x bar plus y equal to x dot y. Okay, so these are all the so important law among them. This is generally be used in the logic gate. De Morgan's law. You can see this x plus y bar equal to x bar and y bar. Okay, so how to prove x plus y bar equal to x bar y bar, that is also given. Okay, so see here, what is De Morgan's law? The product, here you can see the complement of the product is always equal to, the complement of sum is always equal to the product of the complement, like that it is said. The complement of the product, it is always nothing but the sum of the complement. Here it is wrong. It should be x bar plus y bar. It should be x bar plus y bar. Okay. So in the next lecture, I will show you this particular law, how it is proved, because it is this particular law is required. Okay. So De Morgan's law you should know for each and every logic minimization, because here it is required to minimize the logical equation. X plus y bar equal to always considered as a x bar y bar. Why it is considered? Okay, I will show you the proving theorem for that. Maybe here it is also given in the PPT, so you can go through that. Okay, here some examples are also given. Proving a theorem by perfect induction. Just now we have seen what is the meaning of this. X plus x dot y is equal to x. How you can represent in terms of truth table, that is required. Okay, how to represent this equation in terms of truth table? Here you can see x and y. What you can understand from this particular equation, from this particular theorem, there are only two variables, x and y, right? Now, if there are two variables, you have to consider two bits, and for that four possible values, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now, if it is considered x dot y, how you can calculate x dot y? X multiply with y, multiplication. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. 1, 1 is 1, right? Now, what you can see, this complete expression here, it is written in terms of truth table. Okay, why I am telling this? Because in terms of truth table, you will understand it better. Okay, instead of understanding directly with why this equal to this. So x plus x dot y. Why now here this short term it is calculated, means this term is calculated. Instead of directly calculating this, you just calculate this first. So x dot y it is calculated. Now just add this into this. So what you will get? 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 0, 1, and 1 plus 1. That is also what? 1. So what you can see? This equal sign here. So means is equal to x, means whatever the value you are getting, x, the same value you are getting for this equation, x plus x dot y. Can you observe that? 0, 0, 1, 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So what is the meaning of this? Why it is given equal? Because in the truth table also here the answer it is getting the same. So this particular represents equal to x. Okay. So some few theorems are also proved here. You just go through it. While coming for the next lecture, I am expecting that you will go through all these postulates. Okay. Just read it. Okay. For if you are not understanding, forget about that. Just go through it once. Okay. Later on you will understand this particular part. But once you have to read all this, what is mean by duality? Which are all the postulates? What is mean by what is the associative law? What is the distributive law? Okay. This also here it is proved x dot x y equal to x dot x equal to x. So here it is given. Okay. Because the main point now that is Boolean function in our syllabus. Okay, so I will directly start with this part in the next lecture. It is expected and you will understand that particular part here also, but you go through it once. Okay, and in the notes, it is detailed explanation. It is given for all the postulates, all the Boolean algebra. Okay, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it is if I will cover all this part now, will not complete the main part that is required for understanding of the major part of the digital electronics. Okay, so that is my request from my side. You just go through all the basics of Boolean algebra. I will provide you the notes of Boolean algebra also. On the same link, I will upload the Boolean algebra notes. Okay. Number system already uploaded. Boolean algebra also I will upload. Okay. Where all this is given. We have only 2 lectures. So at least this particular self-study required from your side. And if you will be facing any particular doubt, you can message me or here also you can ask me. No problem. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there any particular doubt now, students? Are you facing in while reading this particular subject?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Just wait. I will send you just simple quiz for you. I'm sending you one Google form link.